Have you ever been in a situation where you have a first aid emergency at your home or homestead, whether it be for yourself or your children, your family, someone that you know, or a neighbor, and you didn't have the tools readily available to help them in their time of need? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you what we are using as our family's favorite natural remedy kit that we can turn to. As a pediatrician and mom, it's so important to have yourself something that you can turn to. Come on with me as I show you what we have. Now, as a pediatrician and mom, I value things that are effective, safe, and things that I can just readily turn to and reach out for if ever there is a bruise or some pain or some discomfort, an earache, a stomach upset, something going on even on the homestead with some of our animals. I'm gonna go through a few of these items in the kit and just show you all that it brings to your home. Let's go ahead and dig in. We have Sting Stop, which is a useful ointment that you can have if ever you or your family has a bee sting. You want to go ahead and apply it quite quickly just after that bee sting, once you know it, so that it can effectively work, bringing down the inflammation and helping to prevent that localized annoying itching that can happen from an insect bite or sting. And as I mentioned, these are natural products and remedies that you can use. It is so important to turn to natural remedies first and foremost. As a pediatrician, I definitely value turning to those natural remedies before the standard pharmaceuticals. Now, there is a place for standard pharmaceutical medications and care, but if you can do something in your home, especially if, for example, you're not able to get to the doctor's office, or you're far out, or for some reason you just weren't able to get to a destination quickly, you can do something quickly in your home to assist yourself and your family. Elements such as these are very good to have. This Sting Stop has as one of its ingredients echinacea. Echinacea is this beautiful flower. It's also called coneflower. I have it growing in our garden too. It has a beautiful purple, vibrant color, and it can be used for multiple purposes. In this case, it's being used as a nice remedy for those bug bites that can be so annoying and itchy. Next, we're going to be talking about Tramil. This one I was so happy to see. It is just packed with multiple wonderful ingredients that can help for bruises, superficial contusions, some minor wounds and abrasions that need healing. It also comes in this pack with the information on what it has inside. And among those listed are arnica. Arnica is also another beautiful plant. It has these nice vibrant yellow petals, and it's for pain relief, for bruising, contusions. It's most often used topically, such as in this Tramil ointment. Now, I want to tell you that all the information that I'm giving you here is for your information and education. If ever you have specific questions, you have to consult your medical provider. But I wanted to go ahead and just bring some information to you all as a mom and pediatrician, because it's so important to know and have some good go-tos that we can turn to if we know how to use them, that can be safe and effective. In the chamomile, you also have some calendula and echinacea, just healing herbals that help to soothe the skin and decrease inflammation, pain, and swelling. Lavender. There's also lavender in here as an essential oil. Lavender smells wonderful. We have it growing in our garden, and it is soothing, it is calming. It has antibacterial and antiviral properties that can be used topically. It can be used in a salve. It can be used in a diffuser. It can be used just as a smelling element that can help to provide calm and soothing to someone. Moving on, we have another one called Five Thieves. Now, this one has an interesting history to it. According to sources, back in the 15th century, there were some thieves, about 4 to 5. That's where that name comes from. And they were going around and robbing homes, and even the homes of those that had passed at the time of the bubonic plague. This was a very difficult time, and they were taking advantage of it and stealing, but they weren't getting sick. So people were wondering, why weren't they getting sick? Why? Because they had their own special remedies that helped them. They had herbals that helped to stave off the illness. In particular, Five Thieves, this essential oil has clove bud, lemon oil, cinnamon oil, eucalyptus, rosemary, powerful agents against bacteria, viruses. It can be used in your antiseptic spray. You can even go ahead and add it to a carrier oil, dilute it down, and use it as a hand sanitizing agent if you're outside and on the go. It can also be used if you have anybody sick in the home and you want to keep things at bay. Wipe down the countertops, wipe down the surfaces so that you stay away from any germs and bugs that may be in your home at one point. Very good to have in your kit. Grapefruit seed extract. There was a physicist long ago that noticed that when he had grapefruit seeds in his garden, they weren't breaking down like the other stuff around it. And that was because it has potent antimicrobial properties that help to stave off those bugs and things. So it has even been said to have over 40 plus properties to it that help to stave off and help to treat multiple inflammatory conditions, infections. It also can be used in a spray as another tool, as an antiseptic. So in this kit, it comes as a nice and handy spray that you can use on wounds. And it also comes as a concentrated dropper solution as well. Very good and important to have, so that you have things that are available for common ailments and just the everyday multi-use. Colloidal silver, another of my favorites. We have it also in another form in gel. In this kit, it comes in the spray bottle form, another potent antiviral, antifungal, antibacterial that you can use in multiple ways. It can be used topically. Oregano oil, you all. If you haven't heard already, oregano oil is a potent antibiotic, and it can be used in multiple ways. It has the potent ingredient called oreganol, and here it comes in the dropper form. Very good for you to have in your homestead too. Now, pharmaceutical antibiotics have its place, but sometimes even using things in conjunction can help to improve the outcome and decrease potential side effects that can come from the harsher pharmaceuticals. Very, very good to have as well. Clay. This is so very useful on the homestead. We had an animal that we had come on to the homestead. She wasn't used to us. She wasn't used to being milked, and she had mastitis develop because it was a little difficult to get her calm and used to us. Took about a day or two, and she allowed me to go ahead and apply a nice poultice of bentonite clay to the areas that were suffering from the mastitis. She was tender. You could feel the warmth there to her udders. We went ahead and we did some bentonite clay. We added in essential oils, peppermint oil, oregano oil, clove bud, eucalyptus, tea tree. We added all those things and made a nice concentrated poultice that we just rubbed her down with, applied a warm compress, and guess what? The mastitis was gone. And we tested it as well with certain testing strips that you can use to detect for certain cell counts and color change, and it was relieved within just a few days without any antibiotics. Amazing what you can do for yourself if ever a need arises and you don't have to worry or depend upon outside sources if you don't need to, which are good to be there, but if you can do something at home, it's such a relief. A wool flannel piece that you can use for hot and cold treatments. You can also use it in even wound healing. You can wrap the wound with it. It also provides antimicrobial activity, and wool naturally has lanolin in it, which is very soothing for the skin. So very good to have. Wonderful wool is so nice and soft. Other things in here, cayenne. Cayenne is also an important tool to have, especially if ever there's a bleeding injury. Very important that you have something like this to help to stop the bleeding immediately, at least until you get to emergency care if needed. Cayenne has some important elements to it that help to vasoconstrict those vessels that are bleeding, clamping it down so that the bleeding can stop. This can even be used for animals on your homestead as well, or pets. Very good to have in your homestead toolkit. There's just so many things, you all. It's hard to go over everything and tell you all the details, but I wanted to just give you a nice overview, or at least give you some information and ideas so that you can start to gather your own kit. And let me tell you also, make sure you have hardback books with information, medical tips, health remedies that you can have if ever you're not able to access the internet, or Wi-Fi is down, or just you're not able to grab someone to maybe assist. At least you have the book at home with you that you can turn to and learn about these things. It's so very helpful coming from my point of view if you have something at hand that you can try that's safe and effective, and then you can follow up and get more detail and help if needed. Other thing, tree oil, essential oil in here, good ear drops. For those of us that have children that tend to have earaches, it can be used to really help them when they're having ear pain, outside of using those heavy antibiotics. It comes in an ear oil, and it has the potent ingredients of garlic and mullein. Very soothing, anti-inflammatory, very helpful, and safe and effective. We also have another very important element in here. This one is cut rescue. I would say this is something along with the cayenne that you can even bring if you're out walking, you're out in the fields, if ever there's any risk, someone may have an injury. Something like this works synergistically together to help to stop the bleeding. This one has, among others, slippery elm, lavender, golden seal, plantain. Plantain is a wonderful element used thousands of years ago by multiple people that has helped them in their healing. There's so many wonderful things that our Creator has made for us to help to heal and just provide relief. I hope this was helpful for you, and I will see you soon in another video. If you'd like to also see how I'm growing our comfrey, which I also source from Azure Standard as plant starts, definitely leave a comment below and I'll show you how we harvest that and make our own salve. I will see you again soon.